Got to give the people, give the people what they want. They're laughing at my song, y'all. It's okay, though. See? Oh, now that's what they say. They say they're laughing with me, quote unquote. But I know what's really happening. All right, Mr. Bass here, 4.5 test review. We're just going to do 2 problems. Let's get it done so you know that you are in good shape. So, first question, I'm going to give you this information. You have an amplitude of 4, a midline of -6, a period of pi over 2, and an unknown frequency. What I need you to do is figure out what is the frequency, make a table, and make a graph of sine. So pause it right now and go do all that. Notice you're going to have to draw your graph from scratch. You got this. Cool, you're an A+ student, so you were like, yeah, I'm going to do that exactly how you asked me to do it, Mr. Bass, so I just did mine. Let's see if you did it right. Okay, so how am I going to do this? I'm going to start by drawing a circle because that helps me. So I'm going to draw myself a circle right here. And since I'm doing sine, I know that my midline is like the ground, right? So this is sine, my midline is the ground, and that happens to be at -6. So everything is in terms of the ground. My amplitude is 4, so I'm going to go 4 in either direction. So that means my maximum is up here at -2, and my minimum is down here at -10. So I drew my circle. I'm feeling pretty good here. It said make a table, so I'm going to do an input-output table. Yeah. Let's say, okay. Oh, no, stop. I know my period is pi over 2, right? So I'm actually going to do this because this is going to be helpful. I'm going to draw this graph, and I know that typically it's going to go to 2 pi. Here is pi, but my period is pi over 2. So this whole thing happens in this. So now I got to take pi over 2, and I have to divide it into 4 equal parts. So this is pi over 4, right? So I'm going to take 1/2 divided by 4 equal parts, which is 1/2 times 1/4. So each part is 1/8. So I have pi over 8. 1/4 is 2 pi over 8, just in case that was unclear. And this is 3 pi over 8. And then we get pi over 2, which is 4 pi over 8. All right, so now I have my inputs. Now I'm going to do my table. Let's see here. Yak. All right. So, I got my starting point up here, which is always going to be 0. As I rotate around, I have my first stop up here, which is going to now be pi over 8. As I rotate around, I got my second stop right here, which is going to be pi over 4. As I rotate around, I have my third stop right here, which is going to be 3 pi over 8. And finally, I have my last stop over here, which is going to be pi over 2. So now I've set all that up. Now I'm looking to see, okay, my maximum and my minimum. So my midline is at -6. So if this right here is -6, my maximum is at -2, so -5, -4, -3, -2. My maximum is way up here at -2. And my minimum is at -7, -8, -9, -10. -10. Boom, boom, boom. You probably don't want to keep this here because it makes it look messy. All right, so when I'm at my first stop 0, I'm at -6. When I'm at my second stop pi over 8, I am at -2, right? I'm up here. My third stop, I'm right here. And I am back at -6. So my third stop, which was pi over 4, I'm back at -6. And my fourth stop moving around, which is back over here, I am at -10. I'm all the way down here. And my final stop, my fifth stop, I am back to the midline at -6. So I drew my sine wave. It looks right. Everything is feeling good. I think my last question is, well, what is my frequency? And again, the frequency is how many of these fit into pi? Well, looks like I could fit 1, 2, 3, 4 of those into pi. So my frequency would be 4. So if you did all of that, you're looking pretty good for the test. Let's do one more. All right, so write this down. Y equals -4 plus 3 cosine 2 theta. You're going to graph it. So again, this is the same thing, but I just gave you the equation instead of just giving you all the attributes on their own. So why don't you go ahead and graph that thing, including drawing your own graph on whatever it needs to be. Okay, so you should know that this is the spot for the frequency. You should know that this is the spot for the amplitude. And you should know that this tells me where the midline is. Okay? So, let's see. Can I draw a graph of this? Oh, I need to figure out my period. So my period is 2 pi divided by 2. So I'm going to get my period because you take 2 pi divided by the frequency. So my period for this one is pi. Okay? So I know if I have a change of period, I know I'm going to need to set that up. So let me see. Let me go ahead and hit this. Go do not disturb. Boom. All right. So let's see. Boom, boom, boom. What are all the things that I know so far? I know that the midline is at -4, so I'll just call this -4 right here. I know that the amplitude is 3, so I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 right here, and I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3 right here. So I know my highs, my lows. What is this? -1 and -7. Okay. Now my normal period would be here at 2 pi, but my period is at pi. So that means I have to take pi and divide it into 4 parts. Well, there's pi over 2. There's pi over 4, 1/4, 2/4, 3 pi over 4. There we go. All right. So now, do I have a circle? Yeah, let me go ahead and make a circle. We already know this is -4, this is -7, this is -1. And now I'm just going to go around. Oops, what mistake did I make? Ha 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 ha, what mistake did I make? I was looking at sine, but I need cosine. So let's fix this. cosine means that the midline should be the pole, not the ground. So in this case, if the midline is the pole, that means the midline is -4 here, -1 at the front, and -7 at the back. We went 3 plus 3 and -3. Okay, so now let's talk about this thing. First stop, right here. I happen to be at -1. Moving around, second stop, right here. I happen to be at -4. Moving around, third stop right here. I am at -7. Moving around, fourth stop right here. I'm back to -4. And moving around, fifth stop right here. I'm back to -1. So I'm doing this. Now I have a cosine wave. If you are able to do both of those, you should have no problem getting a 3 or better on the test. That's it. Do your homework. Oh, I'm gonna even write this down. Make a tool kit. Be prepared. That's my drawing. All right, Mr. Bass, I'm out.